We're going to quickly show you our M-tec multi-press. It's a heat press for working with dye sublimation items, blanks. Now this is a 5-in-1 heat press. It will cover t-shirts, jigsaw puzzles and other flat items. It will cover mugs, it will cover plates and baseball caps and a variety of other stuff that I've not mentioned. So what we like about the M-tec press is it's very, very robust. It's got a nice action, nice feel to it. When you swing it out, it feels good. You've got full adjustment here, up and down, and here for the bigger adjustment if you need it. You've got connection points. Here is the element connection point. So as you come to interchange, then you do have this micro switch up and down connection point. You can just see that coming through here. That comes into play when we use a mug press, but more about that as we go. If we just get into it. Now, what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do any pressing on this, because when I come to interchange the elements, they're going to be very hot after pressing. So we will do a series of short videos afterwards showing actually pressing dye sublimation blanks. So let's just get on with it and see where we go. The first thing is a swing press. We've gone through the various elements of it, but what you basically do, let's just do a t-shirt. We'd swing it out the way, we'd set out power work, such as that. You've got your image on, you've taped it on, or you've done what you want with it, and you can actually, to protect your heat element, you can actually use a sheet of Teflon, which many people do. So you'll bring that down, you've set your timer, and that will be 183 for about 60 seconds, could be 50 seconds. Down you come, and a nice firm pressure, and you're off. You'd leave that for 60 seconds, the counter will count down, you'd get a little buzz, up you come, swing it out the way, remove your Teflon sheet, and you would have your t-shirt pressed. So that covers the swing press, and that is applicable to any flat item, mouse mats, jigsaw puzzles, and I'm sure there's many others that I've not mentioned. Let's get into changing this. Let's have a look at how easy it is to change this. Let's change it to a plate press. You've got 4 nuts on the top. What you would do, you'd have the press turned off, you'd bring it down, don't pressurise it, just bring it down, just to take the weight. You'd undo your nuts, and I'm deliberately trying to stay this side of the camera, which makes it a little bit awkward in terms of doing this. Now that we've got them, we've got our nuts. Let's just bring this up here. We disconnect our cable, pull that out of the way, and you would just slide that out, just like that. Now we're going to use a plate element, and let's use the 8-ounce element. As I say, it's very awkward, but there we go. Because I'm showing it as a video, and I'm ever so sorry that I'm in front of the camera and you can't see fully what's going on. Now, I'm not going to put all of the nuts on, that's not the purpose of this exercise. So you put your knurled nuts on, you'd connect up, and by the way, you can't get it wrong. it is slotted in, so it has to go in right. And I would make the point that the switch cable is a 2-port. The element cable is a 4-pin. So we've got our plate element on. Our 8-ounce element, as you can see, fits nicely into there. Let's just bring that down and you would set it. So you'd undo the back. There you go, we're coming down. When I do it, I just bring it down. Excuse me. You'd pop in, you'd have your image to be pressed, set in the plate there. You'd bring that down, and that's it. You go through the timing. Timing on ceramics, typically, I go 3 minutes, so 180 seconds, and temperature 183. I know a lot of people are saying do it for 2 minutes, do it for... I don't go there. I know this works and that's what I do. So once this is counted down, you get a buzz, up you come, you bring it out and you pop your... you'd remove your image. So that's the 8-ounce. I don't see any point in going through the 10-ounce element. It's much the same as the 8-ounce element, but bigger. So we've removed that. We've removed our cable. And our element's done. As I say, there's a 10-ounce element there. Now, supposing you wanted to do a baseball cap. Much the same really. The difference is this time you need a receiving platen. And what you'd be doing here is you're out to remove this part here. So again, we've got easily removable nuts. You'd remove those. There we go. And you just gently lift that up and pull it out the way. And what you're going to do is fit that in its place. As you can see, it's easily done. For video purposes, I'm trying to stay out the line of the camera. So if I'm looking a little bit cack-handed, it is purely because I'm trying to do it in a way that shows the press and not myself. Again, we've got our base on. You slide that up, get that out of the way. Again, just drop it down and just centralise. You get a feel for it. There we have it. Again, I'm not going to put on all 4 nuts, there's no point. Let's just lock him up there. Once again, you pop your element cable in and you screw it up. Now let's set our press. There you go. And we're good to go. We've set our timer. We've got our baseball cap to be pressed. We've got our image in place. Temperature set, timer set, and off we go. Take through the motions, exactly the same again, and there you have it. So that's covered the plates, it's covered the swing press, it's covered the baseball attachments, element attachment. Let's have a quick look at the mug press. Now this is slightly different. I'm going to sign this. You see you've got a micro switch here. The action of bringing this down, this arm here down, opens and closes this micro switch. Now we're not going to be using this top part. What we're going to be doing is using a mug press. This has its own element in it. Micro switch in it. Now you could, if you wished, pop this, open this up here and operate the mug press there, but I'm going to be lazy. I'm just out to show you how it works. And what you would do here, as you can see, we've got our four-way port again. As you can see, equally as cack-handed. But this time we've got our micro switch. And I'm going to come across the cameras, apologies for that. So we would take off the micro switch for this flat press, and we would pop this 2-pin micro switch cable in there, and that's it, we're good, we're set to go. Using this controller, you would set this to work for 183C and 180 seconds, there or thereabouts. I've got in there an 11-ounce element. Let's assume that I've put my image in. I've got settings here. I can bring the pressure on, or I can take the pressure off. You set it at a nice medium pressure, and the switch there, you may have heard that click. That would count down because the micro switch has engaged it, and away you go. One thing I like about the M-tec presses is the ease of changing elements. That's an 11-ounce element, that's a 10-ounce element. All you would need to do to change that would be to replace under these nuts here, or these are bolts, under these bolts here, and I'll take you through it. That's our 11-ounce. You bring in the appropriate 10-ounce. Goodness knows what that was. And just put our bolts back in. There you go, you've changed it over. Now, I have to make the point, I'm using an element with a shorter cable, so it wouldn't actually reach. Were I operating this up here, or here, it would reach. And that's that. A well-constructed, robust press that does the job. We've put loads of these in the market, and we've yet to have one back. We carry the spare parts, i.e. the controller, the spare elements. I can't see much else going wrong. There we go. I hope that entices you to take a look at the M-tec range. They're very, very good. And as I say, we will be doing short videos to supplement this video, showing you actually using and pressing blanks to get a finished product. Thank you.